Good afternoon, everybody. It's Wednesday, July 23rd, but it's actually Sunday, July the 20th. We are pre-recording, and we think we're getting the hang of this, but it might take us a little bit of time, so please bear with us. Crazy Bee, what do you have on the agenda going on?
Um, right now, the first thing we have to pull up is supposedly China
Oh,
is behind some of these
hold
things.
on. Hold on a second. Just whoa, back the truck up. So
Okay.
we're pretending that it's Wednesday. Are we
Oh,
are we both any better by Wednesday, do you think?
probably not.
I agree.
Like,
And
my house is full and it's the usual.
yep, I hear you. And we just had that little ordeal, but thank you for staying on the line with me.
Yeah, as a
Uh
witness. What the fudge was that bullshit?
that was just totally unacceptable chaos uh with a delivery from a major corporation that
That
doesn't
sucks
know what the heck
balls.
they're doing. Yes, she heard me scream just about everything to them except my grandchildren's name.
Well, you,
And
you
he
could
was,
have just said, "Come look at my ID. It's proof. I'm the
yeah,
one who ordered it."
yeah, dumbasses. I'm telling you. And then on your end, you had people that you wanted to send out on assignment
Uh-huh.
and take the money.
And they forgot the
So did
money.
that, and so does, what I want to know is, are they? You think they're going to go to the store, pick up the items, get to the cashier, pull out their wallet, and realize they have no money?
Well, I only had change. I was going to have them pay for it in change, but they both
Yeah.
have debit cards, so they both have money on their debit cards. So, worst case is they'll
Oh,
pay for it that way, or they'll forget it completely. And I
right.
will tell them to go back out again and go get it because we absolutely need it in order to finish cleaning some of the things around the house. Because my mop
Oh my.
bucket things went missing. So now they got to go pick up two more.
Oh, you're kidding.
Nope.
And guess what? It would not be a Wednesday afternoon unless what is occurring?
Chaos, confusion,
Chaos in the
bullshit.
freaking rain, the rain, the rain.
Oh yeah,
It just
we've got 100-degree temps right now.
really, it just turned pitch black. It was just sunny out just now when I was outside the door hollering at that guy, and it is now pitch black and pouring down rain.
We are a hundred. It feels like 100 right now, and we are due for rain in a few hours.
Oh, I must be sending it your way. Haha, for a change.
Sure.
Anything else going on?
Just the usual
Oh,
chaos.
well, we would have known if I would have remembered about. Don't you have an appointment this
Nope. Next
tomorrow?
Monday. Next Monday.
Oh, next Monday. Okay, all right. I have a
Mm-hmm.
doctor's appointment on Tuesday, so we'll see how that goes.
Yep.
All right then. So, what do we have up on the agenda first here, Crazy Bee?
Um. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna pour me some chips into a bowl so I don't have to keep rattling the bag in everyone's ear. And I'm gonna do my best not to crunch too close to the microphone.
Hmm.
Uh,
Is that how loud I sound when I have my hand in my bag of potato chips?
no, because
Okay,
yours does a auto compensation thing for the background noise.
I
Mine is
see.
not set up for that.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
All right.
Anywho, so the CCP, aka China, very well may be behind all these LA riots, and I believe this is um, Anna Paulina Luna or whatever making the
Yes.
accusation.
Yeah, she's a congresswoman.
Yep. So I say we give a listen, see what they say, and we just
Okay.
kind of wing it from there, and we'll pause and go as we need.
Go ahead.
These LA riots, these anti-ICE riots, when I saw those, I looked at this from an activist perspective. Who's funding these riots? Where are they coming from? Now, when you look at Neville Singham's background, he's a billionaire Marxist who was made a billionaire by taking money from the Communist Chinese Party. The money then transferred from the CCP to an organization called the Party for Socialism and Liberation, of which then turned around and organized these anti-ICE riots. But why all of a sudden Mexican flags? In 2024, because of my work and efforts in the previous Congress, I was charged with a task force to investigate some of the most grisly crimes in U.S. history, starting out with the assassination of John F. Kennedy. What I can tell you, and I would say that this model of transparency in the declassification of the JFK records is literally what they should be doing with Jeffrey Epstein. The administration released tens of thousands of documents, and I will say credit due where it's deserved. The CIA director, Radcliffe, was the only CIA director in U.S. history who was able to release something called the Joe files. What this file proved, and it had been hidden for over 60 years, was without a doubt, and this is not my analysis, this is not my opinion, this is based on evidence that we have backings on. Without a doubt, the CIA engaged in a cover-up of the JFK assassination. The CIA lied to Congress. Joe Needes, who was a CIA operative, did indeed have contact and was observing Lee Harvey Oswald, who in my opinion was a patsy and cover for multiple shooters in the assassination of John F. Kennedy.
Now, I was in the process of downloading those files, and I haven't gotten to finishing it. But that is something that I think we should probably touch into, because I'd like to see where she claims this proof is. I have not gotten time to read over any of what I've downloaded. So it's on the to-do list to download all those files and see what happens from there.
Okay.
Just want to add that in.
Yeah, and if they're saying tens of thousands, I don't know how you possibly, where are you going to store all that?
Actually, it's not a massive file. I was waiting for it to be completed, and there is some kind of code thing that you can put into your computer or something, and it'll just mass download them. And I have multiple flash drives. I could throw them on.
Cool.
So, yep.
All right.
If you would have said that last year, a couple years ago, they would have called you a conspiracy theorist. Yet every single person in the room knows conspiracy theory is only a matter of time before it's proven correct. See, for most members of Congress, their job is to vote. But for me, it's far much more than that. It is to weed out the systemic corruption infecting the cancer on this country. And the only way that you can do it, you don't make peace with evil, you don't make peace with corruption, you destroy it. Which brings me to my next thing. These LA riots, these anti-ICE riots. When I saw those, I looked at this from an activist perspective. Who's funding these riots? Where are they coming from? Right? Follow the money. Now, credit due where it's deserved, because I don't believe that this woman deserves enough credit, but there are two people that actually helped flush out these connections on the financial ties. The first one is an individual by the name of Data Republican. Her name's Jenica on X. And the other person who I think probably might be here today is Laura Loomer. Now I want to tell you what I learned. And when we were able to discover some of the work of these citizen journalists, we were able to actually send out letters requesting testimony, and I'll get to that in a second, to an individual by the name of Neville Singham. Now, when you look at Neville Singham's background, he's a billionaire Marxist who was made a billionaire by taking money from the Communist Chinese Party. The money then transferred from the CCP to an organization called the Party for Socialism and Liberation, of which then turned around and organized these anti-ICE riots. But why all of a sudden Mexican flags? Do you guys remember the Summer of Love and these mostly peaceful riots? They were BLM flags. In fact, the Democrat Party used a dead black man by the name of George Floyd to fundraise for their 2020 election, and no one wants to talk about that. The main difference between...
I want to point out, she made a great point there. Why is his family not pissed? They campaigned on funds by exploiting a dead man. How is that
Well,
legal?
look at not Kilmer, the kid. What's the kid's name?
That Kilmar
It's
Abrego?
no, not
Nope.
him. The young teenager. The
Oh,
killed.
that other one.
Uh, yeah, what's his name? Oh,
Um,
fudge.
shit.
Austin. Austin was the
Metcalf. The Metcalf one?
yeah,
The
yeah,
Carmelo Anthony.
yes, Carmelo Anthony. How is that any different?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right?
It's not any different.
They
It's
used
equally jacked up.
right. They used what he did to benefit themselves.
Mm-hmm.
New house, new car. The money's now all gone. His son had to ask for a public defender.
Yep.
Uh, we still have a something that's similar to a GoFundMe page where they're looking to get an additional $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they claim for legal fees. So how is they kind of are this one and the same?
Uh-huh. And I bet you if it was the races were reversed,
Oh,
could you see the massive outrage and there would be no fund GoFundMe thing that would work?
correct. Yep.
There's no way in hell.
I mean, I thought you weren't allowed to. If I recall correctly, didn't they have a GoFundMe for Kyle Rittenhouse?
Uh-huh.
And
And that
they
got
took it
shut
down.
down.
Yeah.
Yep.
So why is one okay but the other isn't?
Mm. Very good question.
You
I
know,
think it speaks for
there should
itself.
be a. Mm-hmm. Don't you think that it should be that anything that would be, well, you're innocent until proven guilty, but how do you get a
I mean,
defense
hell, they
going?
said Kyle Rittenhouse was guilty until proven innocent the way that trial went.
Exactly. So there's a lot of these gray areas that are out there that I don't know, they're kind of hard to believe.
Mm-hmm. Very.
All right.
Let's keep going.
That and then is nothing, just a different flag. And in fact, they're doing the same thing. They're using the guise of targeting people based on race, social, economic class, changing the flags, fundraising off of it, and using it for political talking points. It's not really about immigrants. It's not really about protecting innocent people. It's not about women and children. And as you saw on some of these farm raids that just took place yesterday in California, our own government was able to free multiple children that were being hired to work on these, not even hired, they were being forced to work on these farms. And I think everyone in this room will agree that child labor and exploitation is unacceptable in a free country. Now, what I will say is there's a really good movie. Who's seen the movie Kingdom of Heaven? Okay, if you guys haven't seen that movie, you really need to watch it. It's a great movie. But there's a quote in that movie, and it really resonates with me. It says, "Your soul is yours keeping alone. Even those who presume to play you be kings or men of power, when you stand before God, you cannot say, 'But I was told by others to do thus, for their virtue was not convenient at the time. This will not suffice. Remember that.'" It means that every single person here has a choice to do the right thing. It doesn't matter what position you're at, but if you're in a position of power and you choose to not do the right thing, watch out. See, this party is no longer our grandfather's GOP. We've changed, and I think that that's evident. We are the People's Party. We value truth and understand that only through transparency can that be accomplished through trust. We defend the Second Amendment. We understand that children are a blessing and the backbone of a strong country is the nuclear family. We understand that forever wars only hurt us and that it is only truly accomplished with peace through strength. We embrace the famous words of one nation under God, with liberty and justice for all. It is your responsibility and obligation to stay in the fight, to rise to the occasion and be our next generation of leaders and fighters. Thank you. I'm not the only one that needs you. This country needs you. And I can tell you that based on what I've seen in Washington, D.C., I can promise you I'm not going to be there in the next 20 years. I don't want to. It's corrupt, and we need your help to truly drain the swamp.
Congresswoman Luna, I have a lot of respect for you as a congresswoman because you sponsor legislation that would give child abusers the death penalty. That's a big reason why I respect you. I got a good question. What type of work have you done with the Trump administration to crack down on child abusers, especially right near the southern border, and what more is there to be done?
I'm really glad that you asked this question. So what you're not noticing in the press and the media, any mainstream outlet aside from, I think, Fox News and then, of course, some of the independent networks, is this administration has done an incredibly amazing thing in deporting actual rapists, child exploiters.
I really got a question. What do they define as abuse?
Well, I would think something that has risen to the occasion that that person needs to be deported, arrested, put in jail.
I'm talking for her death penalty for a
Oh, for her
child
death
abusers.
penalty.
What
Yeah,
is
that,
defined as abuse?
that's a good question.
Before I'll back it, I want a clear-cut definition of what abuse is. Because that can get very scary very fast. It's just something I was curious about.
Right.
All right, let's see what she has to add.
All of it. In fact, just today was announced that they actually found 10,000 of the over 300,000 missing children under the Biden administration. Now, it's not up to the White House, though, for the policy changes. It actually has to come from Congress. And so I'm going to call out my own party. Why have people not got on board to legislation to increase the mandatory minimums for child rapists and pedophiles in this country? Should it not be the platform of the pro-family party and the GOP to do that? So yes, we absolutely have to get aggressive, but there's been a lot of lethargy, and frankly, people who don't want to take tough votes, but in my opinion, pedophiles deserve the death penalty. There's no rehabilitating a predator.
All right. So, I kind of agree with that.
Yeah, but I think they'll be taken care of in other ways.
Yeah, but my other thing is I don't like false accusations because I've known people who've been falsely accused of child abuse like that, and it never happened. One of them even told me straight from her mouth it didn't happen and that she had lied because she was mad. And that person still had on the record and has to be registered everywhere they move.
That's crazy. That is just...
And it's not fair. I think, there's got to be a better way of vetting and proving this kind of stuff.
Right. I don't disagree at all.
Anytime that the death penalty is going to be invoked, you better have a sure, watertight case. Someone walked in and saw it. Otherwise, no death penalty.
Right.
And by the way, you better have video of that evidence too. And, back it up with a lot.
Right.
Because I don't take the death penalty lightly. And I don't think anyone should.
Agreed.
It's just something that always bothers me. Because I hate when the wrong person is executed. And it's so unjust. And it's not a version of justice. Yes, someone died, but it was the wrong person. I don't know. It just has always bothered me.
I hear you.
So, all right. Let me see if we have an article to go along with this. Do we have an article we can use to go with this?
I don't think so. I think that's all we had.
I'm just if we want to expand out the video or not. Mm, we do have that one about China and the farmlands thing.
Oh, you could add that in there.
Okay.
The CCP.
All right. Let me drop that into here. And then I will pull that up. All right. Oh, I got to share it to you too. What am I doing?
I don't know. I was waiting patiently.
Because I kind of need you to read it while I'm chomping away over here.
Oh, you get to chomp, huh?
Yeah, I'm hungry. And I
So,
haven't eaten since yesterday evening.
so that's not good. So China is issuing a warning over Trump's farmland ban, uh,
Mm-hmm.
which I find very interesting. Trump put his foot down. I don't know why or how any foreign government uh, is allowed to own any of American soil.
Yeah.
It'd be one thing if you said you were renting it out to build a manufacturing facility, but other than that, you know, some type of, small business or whatever, but what they have in mind, absolutely not. So we can go through it.
All right.
So China has warned the Trump administration that the move to ban it and other foreign adversaries from purchasing farmland in the US will only backfire.
I don't
I
see
I
how.
like how they yeah, yeah, really, that's like a big statement. The United States overstretched the concept of national security in restraining other countries' and entities' rights to purchase land, Mao Ning, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson, said at a press briefing on Wednesday. Mao said the ban, part of the 7-point National Farm Security Action Plan unveiled by U.S. Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins on Tuesday, is against international trade rules. We urge the United States to stop politicizing economic and trade affairs, Miles said. How much farm how much US farmland does China own? Foreign ownership of American farmland, particularly by Chinese individuals and firms, has come under increasing scrutiny over the past couple of years. U.S. Department of Agriculture data shows that foreign persons held an interest in nearly 45 million acres
Holy fuck.
of, I know, of American agricultural land by the end of 2023, accounting for 2% of all land in the country and 3.5% of all privately held agricultural land. Now, I don't really care if they owned half an acre. They shouldn't be here.
They should not be
Chinese,
buying land near our bases, though.
right,
That's the
right,
other problem.
correct. Chinese ownership of U.S. farmland is limited in scale. Chinese primary investor filers reported owning 277, 336 acres of agricultural land. USDA data up to December 31st, 2023 showed a tiny fraction of the total. But it is seen as a grave national security threat to the U.S., particularly as the great power competition with China heats up over issues including trade, territorial disputes in the Indo Pacific, artificial intelligence, Taiwanese sovereignty, Russia's war in Ukraine, and more. The USDA noted a recent scheme involving foreign nationals, including a Chinese Communist Party member, who are accused by federal prosecutors of smuggling a noxious fungus into the U.S. via a research lab in the country.
Oh,
Shades of
damn.
shades of Dr. Fauci.
Mm-hmm.
Another fungus among us. In its release, the USDA said the scheme highlighted a disturbing trend. America's enemies are playing the long game, infiltrating our research, buying up our farmland, stealing our technology, and launching cyber attacks on our food systems. These actions expose strategic vulnerabilities in America's food and agriculture supply chain, the USDA release said. The USDA National Security Plan. Rowland said in a statement outlining the new National Security Plan for Agriculture that will never let foreign adversaries control our land, our labs, or our livelihoods. Her department plans involve tackling ownership by foreign adversaries, investing in the domestic supply chain, and working with non adversarial foreign partners to fill gaps and taking on foreign criminal gangs who defraud food assistance programs. It also has measures to prioritize domestic agriculture and USDA investments into research and securing it against infiltration by foreign adversaries, as well as evaluating all USDA programs to ensure they meet Trump's America's First agenda. Moreover, the plan will focus on strengthening biosecurity to protect planet and animal health and protecting critical infrastructure against cybersecurity threats.
All right, that's end of that article. Yeah, China.
Okay.
Um, if you look where, and again, this is a pretty accurate one. These are our military bases, and where the Chinese own farmland. Too close
Yep,
for comfort, in my opinion.
I agree.
Sorry,
You're okay.
sour cream and onion is the best. um,
Uh,
but
I'm into salt and vinegar right now.
mm, but yeah, I don't. Would they allow us to go buy farmland like
No,
that in their country?
no. Nope.
So why the hell should we let them buy it here?
I just can't believe it's gotten, where they try to go, oh, it's only 2%. I don't care if it's a half of percent. Nobody should be allowed to own the farmland.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
And the
that two
fact,
percent is really widespread and conveniently near bases.
right, that's true too. They're really not much out in the inner territory.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. All right, what do you got up next?
I don't know. I mean, this is we're hitting almost the 30-minute marker.
Okay. Do you want to
Do we
play
want to
some?
just end this recording and start another one?
Yeah, or do you have a short that we could show?
Mm, I am not sure. That drunk politician.
You want to throw that in there and just, you
Sure, I
know,
can do that.
liven up the place?
Mm-hmm. Let me pull this back up. Hit stop. Pull up the next video. Alright, let me find the drunken lady. Where'd she go? Ah, this lady. Right here. Oh,
Okay. Okay, leave your phone there. I'm gonna run you through some field
oh
sobriety tests,
no.
Oh
okay?
my god.
Yeah, I
What?
know. But we
All
have
right.
to.
It's just a black
What?
screen. I'm gonna have to pull up the link.
Okay.
For some reason, when I carried it over, it is just a black screen. Audio, but black screen.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is. Where'd she go? Okay. No,
Okay.
I did not want that. I swear to God. Alright. Let me get ready to pause.
Okay.
Oh, Good. It didn't go to autoplay. All right. This crazy lady is now who is she? And oh, Michael Jordan's mother.
No, it
Oh.
Okay.
isn't. Just no, it isn't. Let it play. I'll tell you who she is.
Oh, okay.
Okay, leave your phone there. I'm gonna run you through some field sobriety tests, okay?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. But we have to. And don't move your head. Just follow with your eyes, alright?
She's
Do me a
tiny.
favor, don't move your head, okay? Keep your head right there. Fine, it's gonna be heel to toe. Touch your heel to your toe, okay? And I want you to count out loud. I know. Okay, well let's heel to toe, okay? Keep your hands down your side.
5, 6, 7, 8.
That is not heel to toe.
Probably hot.
Okay. Stand test, all right? If you want to get some oxygen or something first real quick, I don't know if you know.
Yeah. No, I knew.
Okay. Go ahead and get some oxygen real quick.
No, I'm not gonna blow. They say don't blow.
Well, you're required to blow, or else that's an additional charge.
Whatever.
I'm just letting you know.
Whatever.
All right.
She's got an
Go ahead and put
attitude.
your hands around your back for me.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're under arrest.
Yeah,
Miss
you're
Michelle.
under arrest.
Take a deep breath. This is not.
No, I'm not.
No, don't be hitting.
What do you mean? No, you're not.
Oh my God.
They just fucking said you are.
No.
No.
Retton, please don't.
Oh my God.
Do you have any reason that your hands can't be behind your back?
Never. Yeah. I
What?
got
What's that?
8 surgeries on my shoulders.
Okay, put her in her front
Okay.
then.
Thank you.
Like I said, we'll work with you if you're
Okay,
cooperating.
let go of your hand.
Wow.
Go ahead and have a seat for me.
Wow.
Watch your head.
No.
Okay.
Now, who is she?
Now, do you know who she is?
No.
Okay.
I have
Mary
no clue.
Lou Retton. Mary Lou Retton,
The name sounds familiar, but I don't know who the hell she is.
the famous gymnast.
Oh!
Gold. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And she's on
grasshopper.
oxygen now?
I guess apparently.
That explains why she was doing almost the toe point when she was walking the straight line.
Yes.
Oh! Got it. Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
It also explains why she's so damn short.
Uh-huh.
Holy shit.
Yep, that too.
Wow. World-renowned gold medal athlete.
Yep.
And she's now on oxygen and just got a DUI. Sorry to all those who saw her as a role model when they were younger. I can only apologize.
Yep, I wanted to be a gymnast, but that wasn't in the cards.
I was too tall by the time my parents were going to put me in. I was already too tall, but I was able to do some stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. Only short people can get away with gymnastics pretty easily. Most of us tall people can't pull it off. It sucks being tall. So, holy Toledo. Well, I hope she learned a
Yep.
lesson.
Thought you'd enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess that's that for this episode.
Okay. So, with all of this being said, I'm not sure where Crazy B is going to put this. So, although we said it might be Friday, it could show up on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. So, if that is the case, I want you all to have a good evening and a good night, and we will see you the following week on Tuesday, July the 29th.
Y'all,
Crazy
stay
B,
safe,
what do you have to
stay
say?
sane, stay sober, all the good stuff. And I'll probably slap
You
this
got
into
it.
each
Good night.
video. But anyways, yep, good night,
Okay.
folks.
Good night. Have a good one.